Hey everybody and welcome back to Cookie Gaming. Today we will be continuing our Skyrim Let's Play. Last time we finally finished up reforging the Galder Amulet and we found out where the Staff of Magnus was located. We will be continuing the College of Winterhold questline in this episode, trying to sort out what's going on with this whole Eye of Magnus, Staff of Magnus situation. We're here reporting to the Archmage, so let's see what he has to say. Uh-oh. This is highly irregular. What's going on?
It's like a ward. Who's casting it? On Kano? How?
I don't care what it is. I want it down now. I want to know what he's doing in there.
Of course on Kano. Also, Neria is, on the other side. I'm imagining that probably is not intended. Hello, Savos.
I don't know what he's doing, but he won't get away with it.
Let me ask you, what is going on?
On Kano, he's in there doing something. Don't know what. We're trying to get in now. I will have his head for this, I assure you.
Fair.
Help take this down, will you? We're throwing everything we can at it.
Alright. I mean, Ankano is pretty shady. You know, he walks around getting in everybody's business. I'm certainly no fan of his.
Don't know what he's doing, but he won't get away with it.
Alright, I'm gonna try and help without, getting Neria. There we go. Let me re-equip my sword. I actually don't do much destruction magic. Oh, NPC collision. Come on, Savos.
What's going on?
And Kano, stop this at once. I command you.
Yeah, stop it.
Don't go near him!
Zoom.
Are you alright? Can you walk? I need you on your feet. We're in trouble here.
What the hell happened? Well, I think I'm okay.
Ankano is doing something with that thing, the eye. We can't stop him. I haven't seen Savo since the explosion. He must have been blown clear, and he may be injured. I need you to find the Archmage, and I need you to do it quickly. Get moving.
Yes, ma'am. I shall. Let's go see what's happening.
I need to find whoever did this.
What's happened? Are you all right? What happened in there?
Oh. Yeah, I can see the Archmage in the background. And just like that, we've been introduced to the Archmage. We've had a couple of brief conversations with him, and bing bang bong, just like that, he's dead and gone. A character which, you know, I think I would have liked if he had been fleshed out a bit more, but we really don't get too much of him. Anyway, in response to Tolfdir, it's on Kano. He's done something with the eye.
By the nine, is he responsible for this? The Archmage? Dead?
Mm-hmm.
There's more. Something's happened to Winterhold. It must be whatever Ankano did. You need to get out there and make sure it's safe. Quickly now, quickly. I'll find Mirabelle and see if we can't put a stop to this.
Yes, sir.
Is he dead?
I can't loot him. It's probably in bad taste, but I did just try to loot him, to be very clear with you. I mean, we're playing Skyrim, you know?
What's going on? What happened in there?
Something went wrong. Winterhold may be in danger. Can you help? I'm not sure why I'm leading the way as a student, but I seem to lead the way in everything around here, so I will be telling the professors what to do, I guess. Anyway, Feralda, can you help?
It may be in danger? Take a look. I don't think there's much question. Let's get down there. We have to do something.
Then why are you just standing around?
Let's go.
Let's go and help these people out.
Have to. They'd never lift a finger to help us.
No, Ariel doesn't want to help. Now, obviously, this touches on sort of the background of the college we've talked about. There's this big disaster in Winterhold. A lot of the local residents blame the college. The Nords aren't really fans of magic, and so there's this bad relationship. And now we have a situation that's been unleashed onto the town by the college, again, basically by Ankano, but, you know, by a member of the college in one way or another. And so now, the other members of the college have to make the decision to step in and help the town, right? You can sort of see what themes are being touched on here. Some area of effect spells or effects would be great, but first of all, I don't really have many apart from shouts, and also I'd be too afraid of hitting my allies. I think Ariel's just, you know, he's got the fisticuffs going over there. Oh, this is kind of a mess. Oh, well, there you go. Lydia, Ariel, and Geralda took out one. I'm here smacking the rest of them. I have one that's almost down, I think. I just don't know which one. So, you know, this is the most, you know, most engaging Skyrim combat here. There we go. I took one down. Let me heal myself. I'd rather not die right here, right now. That would be a little embarrassing. Well, these things are not particularly difficult. There are just 10 of them all at once. Oh, don't run. Oh my goodness. I mean, we do have to remember that we're doing the Mage's questline, the College of Winterhold, and I am a primarily martial character. Actually not that magic focused. So I do use a bit of conjuration. You know, I've reconjured my Flame Atronach there. And a bit of restoration, but really, I mean, the magic system in Skyrim, there ain't much depth to it, to be honest with you. And I do not use the Tree of Magic, which clearly had the most amount of time and energy put into it, which is destruction. I use my sword to deal damage. And this is where I really don't want to hit Ariel again, in case he freaks out and we have to reload. I'm trying to be careful where I hit here. It also might be a tad more impactful if there were, like, townspeople around, you know? Maybe fighting, or maybe some bodies, I don't know. Might give you a bit more of a sense of the whole, you know, defend the community type deal. But whatever, it's fine. It's fine. Keep at him, Geralda. Alright, that's 8. 9. Here's the last one. Hiding in the bushes. Alright, there we go. Alright, I hear you, Geralda. Y'all will stay here. Let's go check on Mirabelle. The Archmage is gone, so I suppose she will be taking over the affairs of the college. I mean, she is the one who sort of runs the day-to-day operation, as she told us herself. So to be honest, you know, like I said, we didn't learn too much about Savos Aren. So it's kind of hard to tell how much the college is really losing here. I mean, we don't know too much. The impression we get, in my opinion, is that he's a bit detached. Mirabelle sort of runs things around here, but that could be wrong. But we don't really necessarily know that well. We also now have, you know, Ancano trapped in this big swirling vortex of magic power in the middle of the campus. Not great. Hello, Mirabelle.
Well, is everything out there all right?
Well, I've got good news and bad news. Someone might have already told you the bad news, but what I will say is that Winterhold is safe for now.
Wish I could say the same for us.
Yeah.
Tolfdir and I can try and keep this contained. You need to get your hands on the staff of Magnus, now.
I would have thought someone would have dragged you out of this room already. I kind of want to say why me, but it seems like the wrong thing to say at the time. And also, you really think the staff will help? Of course it will help. That's the whole point of this whole thing. So I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm off to Labyrinthian.
What?
Oh.
Are you sure? The staff is there. That can't be a coincidence.
Hmm? What are you talking about?
The Archmage. He gave me something just a little while ago. He told me it was from Labyrinthian and that I would know what to do with it when the time came.
Oh?
I think he meant this for you then. I'm not sure why, but there was something very personal about it for him. I think you should take this amulet. It belonged to Savos, but I think it would do you the most good now.
Thank you.
Take it and get out of here. Bring back that staff before Ancano brings the whole college down around us.
Alright. And you should have someone drag you out of here, Mirabelle. I'm certain it's not safe. And let's take a look at this magical amulet. I have a couple of things to say. So, here we go. Increase your magicka by 50 points. And this is something I was saying earlier. All of the gear and amulets, headpieces, all that kind of stuff that you get from the College of Winterhold, they're really good. But they're really good only if you want to specifically focus on magic. So increase your magicka by 50 points. Our current amulet gives us 30 to magic, stamina, and health. Considering that we are a more well-rounded character, it's just so much more effective for us. And like I said, I mentioned this last time, the stuff we're going to get from this questline isn't really going to be that great for us, because we're this, you know, part martial, part melee type character. Ooh, maybe this would be the fastest way to get there. And then there's also, you know, you can talk about the, I guess, sort of plot implications. Once again, I feel like the granting of this amulet, which was apparently personal to Savos... Oh my, there is a dragon. Right here. Maybe I shouldn't be surprised, but we must have already defeated the dragon here, right? Oh well. Well, we spawned into a dragon fight, so let's do that. I'll keep talking while we fight this dragon. So, the point I was making is that we just don't know Savos that well. And after this point, we don't really learn too much about him. So it's kind of hard, at least for me, to feel like this little gift holds too much weight, because we don't even know the guy. You could imagine a situation where maybe we work hand in hand with Savos, or we learn a little bit about him personally, and that gift means us something. Or you could also imagine a situation where we don't know him while he's alive that well. Holy shit. That dragon just fucking plummeted. But he gives us this amulet, and after he's dead, we learn more about him, and we go, oh, okay, that's why it was meaningful. And we, you know, sort of learn to appreciate him posthumously. That doesn't really happen either. Oh, wow, we are so close to over-encumbered. Also, another troll just showed up. Where on earth did you come from? This might be harder than the dragon. No, not really. Maybe a little more dangerous for me, though, honestly. Okay, great. Guess... I'm pretty sure we had this location unlocked and completed, so we must have already been here and defeated the dragon. So, maybe it was a random spawn, or maybe they have a higher chance spawning at one of these dragon sites? I honestly don't know. I couldn't tell you. Let's try and traverse in this direction. Though, once we get the fast travel point, I may fast travel back to a city so I can sell all this stuff and unencumber myself, and then we can, you know, travel back to here through fast travel. Oh, I'm trying not to fall off a cliff and die. I'm also trying to decide what would be the most effective way to traverse these cliffs, because you worry about falling too far down and then having to climb up the mountain again. I mean, that's just the joy of traversal in Skyrim. Here, we can unlock this this little shack over here. I'm not sure what location this is. Alright, come on, come on. I don't want to get too close to it, because we're going to have to make our way back up. Okay, we're going to have to literally be right on it. Draelus's cottage. Who is Draelus? I have no idea. Well, we're not going in there now. I mean, look, yeah, you know, like I said many times, I've played this game repeatedly. I don't necessarily want to go into every location that I unlock. No, back when I first played the game, that's what I did. I wandered around the open expanse of Skyrim, and whenever I would find a new building or cave or dungeon or whatever, I'd say, ooh, I gotta check this out. Now, I still have a bit of that completionist spirit, you know. I feel like, ooh, there's a nearby fast travel point, well, I gotta get it. I mean, I want to fill up that map, and what if I have to travel back here, and all that kind of stuff. But I'm like, okay, we do have a quest at hand. This also may have been sort of the least effective way to climb back up, but whatever, it's fine. Now I'm just trying to spam jump up the side of this mountain. Oh, would you look at that? We're getting quite the view, considering the route that we are approaching from. Oop. I mean, look, hey. You look at the fast travel map of Skyrim, like... I mean... I get what they were going for. It's like, ooh, a realistic map of the landscape. But, first off, it's not very immersive, because it doesn't look like a real map. And secondly, it's... Oh, are you kidding me? Really? I can't... Man, alright. Can't fall through the hole. And also, if you look at the map, you can't find roads on here. Because, you know, if you had a more immersive style, think of like a, I don't know, a Witcher 3 style map, you're like, alright, I can look at this map and actually see where I am, where I'm going. You cannot do that on Skyrim's map. You can say, oh, well, there's a mountain here. That's helpful, but if I'm trying to do just basic traversal, it ain't that helpful. Oh, we have a little ghost. Is that, yep, that's Savos. Hello, friend. We gotta talk to him. Let's head inwards. Using the Torque of Labyrinthian granted to us by Mirabelle, but on behalf of the deceased Savos Aaron. A lot of skeletons. There's Savos again.
I can't believe we're doing this.
Can you imagine the looks on their faces when we come back?
You keep talking like you're sure we'll find something useful in here.
Given the history of this place, it's more than likely there's still some amount of power here.
Enchanted weapons, tomes of ancient knowledge, Shalador's secrets themselves. Who knows what we could find?
And what if there are things guarding this place?
Against 6 college-trained mages? I think we'll be fine.
Okay. Hubris much? Oh my. The downfall of humans, frankly. Their hubris. Now, I will say, this does give a bit more characterization to Savos. But I just don't feel like we get much after this. That's what I was talking about earlier. This tells the story a bit. But like, you know, like everything in Skyrim, I feel like there's a lot of good stuff, a lot of potential. You just wish it was all fleshed out a bit more. Alright. And, I mean...
What do you need?
I played this game before.
Okay, got it. Okay, got it. Anything else?
Nope, I need you to go out there, Lydia.
Okay, got it.
In fact...
Anything else?
Nope.
What do you need?
Stay where you are. There you go. Oh, I just locked Lydia in there. Let me in. Apologies, Lydia. Sometimes it can be really difficult to get into these places without leaving your companion behind. Because, I mean, that's the whole point of it, is that it locks the door behind you. But I know what I'm in for. Though, what I ended up doing was, instead of me being locked in on my own, I ended up locking Lydia in on her own. Alright, relax, you skeletal dragon. Oh, and I said I was going to fast travel to the nearest city and sell off some of these dragon bones. but I completely forgot. And now we have 5 more. Alright, well, you're gonna have to take some of those, Lydia, because I will be, like, incredibly over-encumbered if I take those on. But I will be taking them on, and I'm willing to drop other stuff, because they are valuable. Not to mention, at some point, we do have to start saving these dragon bones and scales for armor. You know, top-tier armor. Oh my god, we're so over-encumbered. Oh, I thought... Oh, there you go. Alright, Lydia. How much can you take from me?
Right behind you. How can I serve you, my Thane?
You can serve me? Oh my god, you're so... Oh my god, we have so much random crap on us. Alright, there you go.
Let's get going.
Not bad. Well, we'll sell some of this stuff after this quest, and then we're coming pretty close to ending this quest line. After this quest line, we can finally build our own house. We can do a bit of house building in Skyrim. Hail all, brave city Brumjunar. Forever these walls shall stand. May enemies see her majesty. May all quake to behold her. Oh man, I wish that rhymed. The flow was sort of off. Hello, everybody.
We have to go back. We can't leave Gerduin.
We barely made it out alive.
What was that thing?
You want to go back in?
It's too late. There isn't enough of him left to go back in after.
Gods, what have we done?
We can't go back. Might as well go forward. We can still do this.
Savos is right. We can make it if we just stay alert.
And I guess hubris is sort of the point, the moral of this story that we're being told. As is pretty obvious already, but will become even more clear as we go through this quest. Alright, prepare yourself, Lydia. We have more enemies to come. Ah. Oh, you're alive. Yeah, and this is one of the sort of unique features of this dungeon, is that you reach these points and it takes your magicka away from you. Now, you know, that doesn't matter too much for us, because we're just going to swing our sword anyhow. Oh, do we need to... I think we need to... No? Alright, maybe I'm wrong. I can't tell if that door just opened or if I actually did have to cast flames on it. But losing our magic is annoying, but not too bad. Because, you know, we're a martial character. There we go. None of my shouts were in the quick menu for a second. Alright, buddy. Ooh, a Draugr White. Alright. You might be a little tough. Or maybe not. At one point, Draugr Whites were extremely tough for us. But now we should be moving on to the next level. What's above a white? I don't remember. Is it like a Dreadlord, a Deadlord, or something like that? Now we're just getting whites as like regular enemies. And like I've said before, this is one style of leveling enemies that I actually do like. You know, I don't like it when they just level up alongside you and just your average Draugr gets way stronger. But I do like when they introduce stronger types of enemies as the game goes on, because that makes sense. Well, it makes sense if they're included in a way that makes sense. Oh, yeah. Interesting. Now, is there anything in here, or have I just walked into a dead end? Yeah, I think I may have. I've left Lydia to do my fighting for me. Oh, against a white as well. Don't worry, Lydia. I am back. Very nice, very nice. Alright. Yeah, we have to go down this way. I'm trying to remember what is at the end of this dungeon, and I honestly cannot recollect.
Language of yours.
Oh, he's speaking to us. In Common? What is the language called in Skyrim? I revert back to D&D terms whenever I'm not sure what fantasy we're talking about.
Have you returned, my old friend?
No, looking for Savos Aaron. Though to be fair, I think calling your human language or like English equivalent language common is that's definitely older than D&D. That's a pretty common fantasy trope. There we go. Bing bang bomb. Some easy lock picking. I'm fine with that. If it's anything more than easy, I don't like that. Skeleton mages.
Do you seek to finish that which you could not?
I suppose so. Perhaps. Oh my goodness. Alright. I wasn't ready for that. But what I was saying is, I sort of vaguely remember how the rest of this questline goes. Or I remember bits and pieces. And vaguely what order they go in. But I don't exactly remember, like, step by step what comes after what. So I'm like, okay, I know there's some sort of climax to this dungeon, but what exactly are we getting ourselves into here? Oh. Yeah, you finally realized it. Kind of. How do we get up there? There we go. Get the hell out of here, skeletons. Oh, what? Unsatisfying Fusroda right there. Save, everybody. We've already had enough annoying issues with saving. Little will-o'-the-wisp type creatures here. They don't seem hostile yet. Oh, here we go. Now they are. Whoa. I tried to dodge that one in real life. Oh yeah, she's pretty tough. She's pretty tough. Oh yeah. She's dealing some damage. There we go. Floating around everywhere. There's 3 of you, but I know which one is the real one. There we go. Anything good, ectoplasm? No, actually. I guess that's just from ghosts. Keep it up, Lydia. Yeah, speaking of D&D...
Did he warn you that
Brutal.
that it would only serve to strengthen me?
I'm understanding. Now I just have to wait for my magicka to regen. Yeah, okay, I'm remembering. You get to the different element doors, and then you cast some magic on them, and that's the whole point of this. It's a little magic-oriented, which makes sense. I was saying, speaking of D&D, I don't know how... oh, okay. We gotta listen to the little cutscene now. There's only 3 of them left. Hello? Oh. Anything to say? No, maybe not. I've been watching some more Dimension 20 lately. I don't know if you guys, any of you are D&D players out there. I have been for a couple years now. And I back in high school, I used to watch a lot of these D&D live play shows and D&D podcasts, but I haven't in a while. And honestly, I started playing D&D again recently, though I didn't really take much of a break. There was maybe only a couple months when I didn't play at all, though I've had times when I played far more. But I've been watching more Dimension 20 lately, you know, which for those of you that don't know, it's this sort of series of D&D action live play shows, whatever you call it. And they've done a bunch of seasons of them now. I recently, I rewatched Fantasy High, and now I'm doing Season 2. Because I watched a couple of them back in the day. I watched Season 1 of Fantasy High, Unsleeping City, some of Crown of Candy, but I've been returning to them, like, right now, past week or two. And I'm sort of excited to watch some of the stuff I haven't seen and all that sort of jazz. I mean, there's just a lot of content out there, you know what I mean? In the online world. I mean, you know, if you look at my channels, I obviously have the History Student Reacts channel. I watch a lot of history content, a lot of history videos, a lot of great history podcasts out there. So I'm trying to, you gotta manage your content consumption time. I'm like, man, I could be listening to music or a podcast, and it's like, well, there's like a history podcast, or there's this or that, or, you know, you could have a D&D podcast playing. There's so much stuff. Though it's a good problem to have, I think. I suppose better than not having enough. Though I think the excess amount of stuff to choose from sometimes gives me a bit of, you know, decision paralysis. Oh, level up. Hey, very nice. What do we want to do? I mean, I'm always tempted to just do more health. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the formula is, right? Obviously, our health is a lot higher than magic and stamina, but it should be a lot higher. I don't know what the ratio necessarily should be, exactly. Can we do more enchanting? No, we can't, actually. And which tree do we want to go up? We want to go up this one, right? Yeah. And no more smithing. We need level 60. Heavy armor? Nope, not that either. Very interesting. We could either save... Honestly, I think we might be best served saving this. You know, I don't want to put it somewhere that is going to be a waste. Because, you know, we're getting to a point where we level up significantly slower than we once did. And so I think we have to start being a little more careful about where we put our perk points. Now, we've still got a while to go. Holy shit. We've still got many, many levels. But... Oh. Of course, you know, the leveling up only gets slower as you go on, so you do have to be careful. There we go. These gems can be a nightmare sometimes. Though, you know, if they get knocked over, issue solved, problem solved. Fighting all these weird spectral Draugr. It's kind of a weird concept, because Are they ghosts? That can't be right. No, they're definitely not ghosts. That wouldn't make any sense at all. A ghost of a zombie, huh? So they must be summoned, I suppose, conjured in some way or another. That must be it. Nope. I mean, I often forget which shout I have equipped, and I just go for it. You know, I definitely thought that was gonna be Fire Breath when we're gonna do him some damage, but tossing him down the stairs, pretty satisfying as well. Pretty satisfying, I gotta say. Alright, let's keep it moving. Yeah, our magicka's being constantly drained. You know, the funny thing is, I will say... Oh, a Death Lord! I was right! That's what I said earlier, right? I said, whoa, what's after the white? The Death Lord? I think that's what I said, at least. There you go. I was correct. And he's kind of whooping us a little bit. Uh-oh. Can I risk getting the healing in? I was gonna say, I mean, this dungeon is designed around the idea that you're gonna use magicka. And so, if you're not a super heavy magic user, like us, then it actually becomes a little bit easier, because, you know, whenever you encounter one of those little areas, it'll drain your magicka. But for us, that's not too big a problem. I mean, it's still a bit annoying. Oh, shit. Is this where you get slow time? I'm trying to remember. I feel like I always encounter slow time. So there must be somewhere else you get it from. I mean, I know there's several levels to the shout. What I mean is, there must be another common location you get it from. I think. Oh, I was going to use it, but it's not ready yet. Because I feel like I always get slow time. Oh, is Scourge... Oh my... I'm trying to learn the Draugr hierarchy here. So now I think that Scourge is maybe a level up from White, and then Deathlord is a level up from that? I don't really know. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Need to heal myself. Where the hell is Lydia? Come and help out. I could use a hand right now, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I think we'll be okay. I mean, the strategy to Skyrim is just spam potions if you get in trouble, but still. There we go. I'd rather not waste my potions, which is why I'm trying to rely on my healing, which is just more of a risky proposition. All right, will the will the dialogue trigger this time? Hasn't been triggering most of the time. Maybe not. It's unfortunate. Because I think there should be more dialogue throughout the dungeon. Maybe not. I'm pretty sure there should be. But it's, I mean, classic Elder Scrolls glitch. Yeah, okay. Yep. There we go. This is what I was expecting. I remembered this from the questline, and I think it's a dragon priest or a dragon priest of some sort. And I was like, when on earth do you fight this guy? Is it at the end of this dungeon or afterwards? Here we are. So as you might have guessed from seeing the setup, we need to take out these enthralled wizards, and then we'll deal with this guy, who will probably be a bit of a challenge. I still wish Lydia was here, but I did just wait an hour and she didn't show up, so, you know, she's probably not going to show up. Alright, let's get ready. Alright, let's do this. What's best to have equipped? Maybe Fire Breath? Just the pure damage? Perhaps. Alright. We're going for it. And you get a pretty cool... I think This is our first Dragon Priest encounter, I believe. Well, yeah, not I believe, it definitely is. I would remember if we'd encountered one already. He has an interesting staff that drains your magicka, and then, once it's drained that, it drains your health. Get out of the water, friend. But each of these Dragon Priests gives you a cool mask once you kill it. And this one is no exception. I do also think it's interesting when you have things like Dragon Priests or Words of Power or any of those, and you encounter them during a quest line. I always like that integration because it sort of makes the world feel a bit more alive. It's like, oh shit, like I'm encountering this other phenomenon as part of a separate quest line. These two parts of the world are coming together. You know, the Dragon Priests in this quest line, or the Words of Power, or me being a Dragonborn in the Civil War, all that sort of stuff. I think a lot of other games do it much better, but I like when Skyrim gives it a shot. So, here we have the Staff of Magnus. As I said, if the target is all out of magicka, absorb health instead, and Mordecai. Magicka regenerates 100% faster. Unfortunately for us, it's light armor, so not going to work for us. But there are some really good heavy armor Dragon Priest masks. And also, we either have the perk or we're going to get the perk where your armor rating goes up if you wear a full set of the same armor. So it gets a little bit annoying to wear one separate Dragon Priest mask, because then you lose that benefit, you know? But they're still cool. They're very cool to have. And this is a really good one. For mages, of course. Not bad. Not bad at all. I'm hoping Lydia catches up with us. Well, she better, because she has, like, a bunch of dragon bones. Hello, Savos. Would you like to trigger your audio cue? Seems like no. Well, I don't truly remember, but just the story, as you can see, he's the only one who made it. I think a bit of a story of hubris and, you know, Savos having to push onwards and everybody's gone. Hopefully he learned a lesson from that. I mean, I don't really exactly remember what they say, but, you know, that's basically what happens. So a bit more characterization for Savos Aaron. Okay. Well, sometimes you wait and your companion will catch up. Other times you just gotta leave or fast travel. There he is.
So, you made it out of there alive. Ankana was right. You are dangerous. I'm afraid I'll have to take that staff from you now. Ankana wants it kept safe. Oh, and he wants you dead.
And you think you can kill me?
Nothing personal.
Really? I mean, I just killed a Dragon Priest to have this thing, and you think you stand a chance? Okay, now that's the height of hubris. I'm not gonna say that. You know what? Get out of my damn way.
You fool. You don't stand a chance.
Typical Thalmor.
You're dead.
So full of himself. I don't stand a chance. Bro, you are a glass cannon to the max. Bro, I love that encounter. Typical strongest wizard versus weakest fighter. This dude shows up with his, you know, robes, you know, his emo Thalmor robes, and says, "You don't stand a chance, I'm taking that staff from you." So what do? I just jump at him with my sword and impale him. Fight's over. That's all it takes. No, I mean, I love my wizards. It's a fun class to play in a variety of fantasy settings, but, you know, sometimes what you need is just a very basic melee attack. Just, you know, whack someone in the face or stab him in the chest, and then you're done. Doesn't have to be more complicated than that. I'm hoping that Lydia catches up. But what we will actually do is head probably to Whiterun. There she is. To sell some of this junk. Ugh. I don't want to fight this troll. I'm just gonna try and move out the way until we can... There we go, we can fast travel. Alright, let's head to Whiterun. And I won't make you sit through all the selling of goods, and then we'll go back to the college. Alright, we're back in Winterhold. I sold some of the crap I was carrying in Whiterun. Turns out I have a lot of random stuff, so we still have a lot of it. And it looks like there's some battling going on up there. Okay, well, things have gotten worse since we left. Come on, magic anomaly. Goodness. What's going on, Tolfdir?
You survived.
Yes.
Let's hope it's as powerful as the Sigics believe it to be.
Where's Mirabelle?
She didn't make it. When it was clear we were going to have to fall back.
There's a dragon behind us. I can hear it. Give me a second.
Never should have come here.
There's a dragon somewhere. We're gonna have to fight this dragon first. Oh my. This is gonna be a problem. This is not a great position to fight a dragon from. I'll tell you that much. Maybe we can pull it over this direction. I think that would serve our purposes a little bit better. Yeah, pull it closer towards town. I'm sure that will help the reputation of the College of Winterhold. Alright, here we are. Let's whip out the bow. Although, ideally it would land at some point. We can get a couple of hits in with the old blade sword. Although we should also summon our Atronach here. Come on. Not quite. He said, I'm gonna land, but I'd rather land on this rooftop. Alright, alright. Our archery's going up. The only time we use it is against dragons and fights like these, but there you go, I guess. I mean, it hasn't landed one time, but we are doing a real number on it. Probably due to the presence of, we got a couple of guards, myself, of course, but also the mages here. They seem to be doing a pretty good job on it. What the hell is this thing? Arniel's once again fighting with his fists. He must not have a lot of magicka, because he always seems to be left, fisticuffs, boxing, whatever we're fighting. Alright, well I just sold a bunch of dragon scale and dragon bones, and now we picked up a bunch more. Alright, let's absorb that dragon soul. And to be honest with you, I think that this dragon friend of ours has given us a good place to bring the episode to a close. And not to leave on too much of a cliffhanger, though that is exactly what I'm doing. We found the Staff of Magnus, finally! But the troubles continue at the college. We just learned that Mirabelle died. I think she should have gotten out. She was a pretty important person, but now the college is truly left in chaos. Ancano's gotten even stronger. We can see the big magical field surrounding the college. At least we can see that up close. A dragon is landing. Everything's going wrong. How's this questline gonna end? Well, you have to tune in next time. We'll see if we can finally sort this whole business out. See what Ancano is truly up to. Can we defeat him? I don't know, let's hope. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. We should be finishing the College of Winterhold questline next episode. maybe the one after that, but basically very, very soon. Then we'll move on to building our own home, and then we have a bunch of other quest lines in store. The main quest line, the Civil War, Dawn Guard, and y'all can comment down below if you so please what you would like to see first. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Anyway, with all of that out of the way, there's a big shake, a big explosion in the distance. I can't help but get distracted by what's happening on screen. Anyway, with all of that, including that big explosion out of the way, I hope you guys are having a good day today, and I will see you all again next time.